Good morning, everybody. I'm Trevor Brown with Life-Based Solutions, and on Fridays, I'm also here with Carney CrossFit. I've been a gym owner for over 12 years, and so on Fridays, we hope to sprinkle a little bit of fun to end up your week, get you motivated heading into the weekend with these Fitness Fridays, and we'll mix in a little bit of nutrition here and there as well. So if you want to talk anything fitness or nutrition, you can always get a hold of me by emailing trevor@lifebasedsolutions.com, or you can check out our website at lifebasedsolutions.com. So you've got the nutrition software company, and we've got the fitness side of things, which is a perfect marriage to help eliminating chronic disease, because the CDC cites four things as risk factors for chronic disease, being excessive alcohol use, tobacco use, a lack of physical activity, and poor nutrition. So I'm hoping that we can help you move in the right direction for a couple of those things at the very least, being the nutrition and the exercise piece. So this morning, we've got something a little bit unique, maybe something for you to mark on your calendar, and a goal to work towards for the next 6 or 7 weeks here. So what started in the CrossFit world as a workout called Murph has grown now worldwide, really, and especially nationwide, so that anybody, whether you're in a CrossFit affiliate or not, is really participating in this singular workout every Memorial Day. So from the very onset of CrossFit, going back to the early 2000s, when Greg Glassman founded the company, they were always big on naming workouts after two things. They had workouts named after girls. We call them the girls. There's Angie, Barbara, Chelsea, Diane, Elizabeth, Fran, Grace, Helen, Isabel, Jackie, Lynn, Linda, Mary, Nancy. I think we stopped there at the letter N. But then the other thing that CrossFit really is big on is our military. And so there's a bunch of hero workouts. And what started as a small group of hero workouts to honor fallen military heroes, police, firemen, or what have you, has really grown into thousands of workouts today, which is so neat. And one of those hero workouts is called Murph. Now, if you've seen the movie Lone Survivor, the main character in that movie is Murphy. And this is a workout that he did as his time in the military. And so it started as one workout that he would do that some buddies did, and it grew. CrossFit did a workout named after him every Memorial Day, and just really growing. So here's what this workout looks like. And I encourage you to not only watch the movie Lone Survivor, but maybe kind of do some research on the background of this workout, because it's a special one. The workout is as written or as prescribed, a 1 mile run. Then you will do a 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 bodyweight squats, and then run another mile. Now you're supposed to do this all, gentlemen wearing a 20-pound vest, military, ladies a 14-pound vest. Now, when I say that out loud, everybody says, Trevor, you're crazy. Unless you're in the CrossFit world, you've done this before, you realize that it's scalable to meet any level of fitness. So my goal for you is for you to complete a version of Murph Memorial Day weekend this year. And what that's going to look like is this. We can jog, we can walk, we can get on a bike, a stationary bike, an elliptical. We can do anything for what you would think would be an average mile time. So maybe 10 minutes, or maybe we want to set the distance to a half a mile, right? So I think anybody can get up and walk half a mile, or ride their stationary bike for 5 or 10 minutes. Just how fast you go is really dependent on your fitness level. So that's how we're going to bookend the workout. We're going to start and finish with some sort of 5 to 10 minute cardio piece, whatever that looks like for you. If you can run it, great. And once again, I wouldn't really wear the weight vest unless you're at that more elite level of fitness. So the middle part, Trev, how in the world do we do 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, and 300 squats? Well, for beginners, we're going to just take the pull-ups out of this workout. There's lots of things where we do bent over rows, as we've talked about before. You could do with dumbbells, but we're just going to take the pull-ups out and focus on the push-up and the squat for this middle portion. So as we go through every week, squats can be done, as we've done many times before, in chairs, right? Where we just sit down, stand back up in the chair. So if you can sit on the couch, you can sit on the toilet, right? We can sit in a chair, we can do that. You can even use your hands for assistance to stand up and out of that chair. So we're going to start there. There's always the scaling option without actually having to do that squat, right? So for the push-up, We've been through this before. Of course, a full range of motion is super important. So I want to touch that chest, right, on the floor, but always maintaining a perfect rigid plank with the body. So doing them on the toes is great, but just make sure we go through a full range of motion. The chest actually touches the floor. The next scaling option would be to do these on the knees. And then beyond that, how do we make it simpler? Well, we're going to elevate your hands, right? So I can even use the desk that I've got here, and I can put my hands up on the desk and do a push-up like that. So that's how we will scale these things back in the gym, would be something along those lines, where we just elevate the body, and the more upright you are, the easier these get. You can even do wall push-ups, which is actually a pretty common rehab movement in the physical therapy world, right? So of course, if you have access to things, if you have dumbbells, you can do floor presses and lay on the ground and do dumbbell presses. It could be 10-pound dumbbells, it could be 20, 30, 40, 50, however heavy you want to go. Or you could use a bench and lie down on a bench and do a dumbbell bench press in some capacity, right? So you've got all kinds of really cool options there. So the way that you want to do that middle part is split up the repetitions in a fashion that allows you to keep moving consistently. So let's bring this all together, and you've got some goals for something to work towards. So we're going to aim to do 200 push-ups and 300 squats by the time Memorial Day rolls around, right? But here's what I want you to do this weekend. Here's your challenge. Go move outside any sort of cardio for the next 5 to 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes. Just start there. If you want to jog, great. If you want to walk, great. Ride an elliptical, 5 to 10 minutes of cardio. Then we're going to do, in some capacity, we're going to do 50 push-ups. Can be wall push-ups, or it could be the bench press lying on the floor, or push-ups on the knees or the toes. And we're going to do 100 squats. Sitting in a chair, not using a chair, whatever the case might be, using your hands for assistance. And that's going to be our goal to start, is 50 push-ups and 100 squats, and then go back out for another 5 to 10 minutes of cardio. That's all I want you to do. Start with that this weekend, right? And then you can build with that each week or a few times a week until we get to the Murph weekend or Memorial Day weekend. So remember, always a full range of motion. Split the middle part up. You could do 10 sets of 5 push-ups and 10 squats. You could do 5 sets of 10 and 20, or you could do all 50 push-ups in a row, all 100 squats in a row. You can partition that middle part up however you want. But our goal is, by the time Memorial Day weekend rolls around, we are all going to do Murph in some capacity together. So drop your comments here in this post, gang. And if you have questions, reach out to me, or check out the workout Murph online, do some research, and watch the movie Lone Survivor. You guys have a great weekend.